Hello Internet, welcome to Jamiljiral. I am Jamil Silva, and in today's episode I'm going to show you a way of organizing your windows. If you use Windows, maybe this tip is going to be useful for you. Well, here we have a screen, a clean screen. You don't have shortcuts everywhere like most people have. So when you have lots of shortcuts in the screen, it turns the windows very slow because every time it turns it on, it has to let all the shortcuts available for you to use them or to open them at every time, at any moment. So it's better if you want a clean Windows, if you want better Windows, faster Windows, I advise you not to let the screen full of shortcuts. And here, as you can see, my screen is totally clean, just two icons in here, just one for the recycle bin and a shortcut for my cell phone to use its internet in this computer when I am not in my house. But for this episode, we're going to talk about this organizing your shortcuts like this. For example, in Adobe, in this toolbar, if I click in Adobe, I have all the programs from Adobe that I use, files, the files that I use most. Office, files from Office, for example, a calculator, dictionaries, Notepad, Word, the programs that I have to access more often, and things like that. If you'd like to have a neat screen like that, if you think it is interesting, so I advise you to keep watching this episode. Well, I'm using here a Windows 7. It is the same thing for Windows 7, 8, 8.1 and Windows 10. I'm using here this Windows 7 because many people still like to use this Windows. But if you use Windows 8, 8.1 and 10, the things will be the same. Only one thing will be different, and I'll show you in the different versions of the Windows. Well, first of all, what you have to do to start organizing your toolbar like this. Well, first of all, you have to move to your screen here all the programs and files you want for shortcut. And it's very simple. If you go to press here the start button, you will go to programs, and then let's try to find the programs you want. So let's go here at the beginning. Okay. For example, if I want torrent in my toolbar, if it is something that I'm going to use very often, I click here in the right button in my mouse or here in a touchpad, and I have here send to and send to desktop, create shortcut, click, and here the torrent is here. And then I will go again, start menu, all programs. Let's find another program. For example, if I want Adobe After Effects, I will right click here in this pad or my mouse, send to, and create shortcut. And now we have here the shortcut. It's just a little bit different for the files. You have to access, let's press the button Windows and E to open the Windows Explorer. I'm going to go, for example, to download, but I'm going to use Dropbox, for example. Let's say that, for example, message is something that I open all the time. Then I select it. I will right click in my touchpad or even in my mouse if I'm using a mouse, and it's the same. And I will send to and create shortcut. I will click and it's here. So this is the first thing you have to do. Well, in order to send files and programs as a shortcut to your home screen, in this initial screen you have here in Windows 8, 8.1 and Windows 10, it's a little bit different. You will access, if you go to Start, if you are using Windows 8, you access those programs here. You can use this initial screen, or you can go to all the programs you have. You select one program you want to use. For example, let's see Adobe Lightroom. I will right click using my mouse or my touchpad the program, And here I will have options. This is Portuguese, but I don't have this Windows in English. Sorry for that. And look for something like, let me see, open the file where the file is located. Here in Portuguese, but in English something like that. Open file location or open program location. Once I open here, it will open a Windows Explorer folder with this program. And now it's quite simple. Again, I will right click using my mouse or my touchpad in the program, and I will just send to will create a shortcut here in let's close this, and it will be here in this initial screen, the Windows, and then I will have to do this with all the programs and files that I need to organize here in the folders like this. Well, I have finished putting all the files and the programs in my screen here in my computer. From now on, it's going to be the same thing for Windows 7, Windows 8, 8.1 and Windows 10. Well, once I have them organized in my screen, the next step is to access Windows Explorer, which is quite simple. You're going to press the symbol Windows and letter E. Now we have here Windows Explorer open. You can create this anywhere you want, but I think it's better to go here, local disk C. You can do this anywhere you want. And here I'm going to right click my touchpad, or if I'm using a mouse, and here I will have new folder, and I will name this folder shortcut or shortcuts, because I will have more than one shortcut. I press enter. Now I will press enter again so that I open the file, or not the file, will open this folder. And now I will right click again, new, and I will now sort out the shortcuts. For example, Adobe, because as a photographer we use lots of Adobe programs. Another one that I'm going to create is new folder. I'm going to create one for files, where I will keep the files that I use most. Press enter. I will right click again the mouse, new folder, press here. I will call this Office, and I will put here all the files related to Office, calculators, dictionaries, and I will have another one, new folder, and now I will call these programs. I will open now, I will place them, all the programs that I use most that are not Adobe related and things like that. Well, here we have now the files. Now it's quite simple. Let me just change here. Now let's grab the shortcuts, the Adobe shortcuts related, and it's quite simple. You go here where you want to go. You press. You will press in the left side of your touchpad or your mouse. Drag. Now they are selected. Now click and drag to Adobe, and now we have Wacom and Snipping Tool. I also want to insert it in Adobe. Okay, those three files here, they are files that I want to organize in my files folder. Just drag and release those files here. I will go up here, I will left click in my touchpad or even my mouse, drag, select them. Now I will go any one of them. I will left click again and drag to my Office program, because we have Word, Excel, things like that. And here we have, let's move this out of the way. I will have the rest of the programs that I mostly use, and I will drag and click to programs, and now they are all in the folders here in the shortcut. Now, let's close this and let's start now inserting them in this toolbar, which is quite simple. I will go here in the toolbar, I will right click my mouse or using my touchpad. Now I will go to new toolbar, let's go where I created a folder which is in Drive C, Disk C. Here they are, shortcuts. And let's include Adobe. Select, click. Adobe is already here in the toolbar. Let's select another toolbar, new toolbar. Click up here, shortcuts. Let's include files. Select files. Let's go to the next new folder. Let's click shortcuts to have all the folders that I have here. Select Office, select folder. Office is already here. Now let's press again toolbar, new toolbar, and shortcuts to have all the files available for me. Programs, select folder, and now that's over. Here I have Adobe Programs, Files, Office, and Programs. If I click here and I want to open, for example, if I want to open Lightroom, I know it's an Adobe program, I click here, go to Lightroom, and I press, and it will open. If I want, for example, a file that I use most, for example, something like, I just click. If I want Office, if I want Microsoft Word, I will just click here, and it's quite fast. If I want program, virtual Chrome Drive, Rosetta Stone, Narrow, everything I can easily access using this toolbar. I think it's better than having those fluctuating toolbars, because you have to install a program, and this you don't have to do this. You don't have to install programs, and you just use Windows resources. And here you have a clean screen. Your Windows won't be heavy, won't be slower. And so this is it for now, and I hope that you see you in another video. Bye bye. Cheers, bye.